I took this screenshot on June 7th, at the second day of my YouTube journey. But if you're wondering what my channel looks right now, take a look. No, it's not luck. No, it's not skill. It's a combination of both. But because we cannot control luck, we are going to focus on the skills here. I'm not going to bullshit or waste your time. I'm just going to honestly tell what worked for me. And to earn your trust, I'm going to show you my numbers and channel. And in return, the only thing I ask is if you're done with this video, start from the beginning and put your phone upside down while you do something else. This would put my retention at 200% and would signal to the algorithm that my video is valuable. As you can see, in the past 28 days, I got about 93 million views, 7,000 watch time hours, 230k subscribers, and about 1,000 euros in revenue. I live in the Netherlands, so that's why I get my revenue in euros. But yeah, you can see here my views. On the very best day, I think I got like 11 to 12 million views. And since then, it's been steadily hovering around like 1.5 million views per day, maybe a bit less. You can see my content over here. This is my own channel under my own name and my own everything. And you can see that all the videos are monetized, with the very best performing being at around 50 million views currently. And if we take a closer look, we can see that this video has already made me over 530 euros, which is quite a lot, I would say. But just to be entirely fair, here are my stats at the 12-day mark, which I advertised that I managed to monetize myself after 12 days. So you can take a look, and after that, I will tell you how I achieved all of this. The advice I'm about to give you is free, and I'm not trying to sell you a course, so everything will be included in a free PDF you're able to download in the description. The PDF and the video is going to have 4 steps. Number 1, picking a niche. 2, optimizing content. 3, posting content. And 4, I'm going to give you a secret tip that I've never seen mentioned by any other YouTube creator. Alright, so first off, picking a niche. You don't need to find the best niche. Any niche works that you can see in the global feed. You can check the global YouTube feed. You can just open a private tab on YouTube and scroll. If it wouldn't work, it wouldn't be there. So you can pick any one of them you like. But it's important to note here that in order to make money, your content has to be so-called transformative, which means that if you're taking clips from other creators, you have to add something like subtitles, commentary, or something original to make YouTube understand that you're not just re-uploading their content, but adding value to it. So pay attention to that. Second, let's talk about the video. Video has 3 parts, which I like to call hook, body, and reward. Together, they should be at least 30 seconds long. I've seen shorter videos go viral as well, but it's much harder in my opinion. When it comes down to it, short-form content is about capturing and maintaining attention. So you can just use psychology and human biases to do this. Some of which include loud noises, saturated colors, fast pacing and motion, cuteness factor, food, text, relatability, rage bait, shock value, rewarding narrative, satisfaction value, and so on and so forth. The hook is the first 1 to 3 seconds of the video. It should use pattern interruption with sounds, audio, and text on screen on the first frame that the viewer gets it. You should spend the majority of your time editing on this. And that's because if your hook sucks, the rest of your video is getting thrown out the window because they already scrolled. They're not even gonna see. So your hook is everything. It's like 80% of the work. Second, the body. It doesn't matter what is in there, but it should be narrative driven. People naturally gravitate toward narratives. So make sure your video goes from A to B. Ideally, towards the final part, a reward. And the reward is the part where the viewer gets the feeling of satisfaction. It's when, after they watched it, they like, comment, or scroll, or subscribe. So you have to make the rewarding clip the best clip of the video. Inside your body and reward, you should plant call to actions such as like, share, subscribe, whatever else. Let's take a look at an example from my very first video, which almost reached 50 million views at this point. As you can see in the hook, we already established a narrative with the text on screen, other dogs protecting. Now the viewers expect something else, a payoff at the end of the video. They are waiting for the comparison that I'm going to show. You can also see that during the first 3 seconds, there are already 1 zoom in and 1 animation. These cuts are crucial to maintain their attention. I recommend cutting the video every 4 seconds. The story features a narrative. You can see the attacker attacking the girl and the dog not doing anything. This can be for some people funny, for some people cute, for some people it can be confusing, so they go to the comments. So this hook absolutely nailed grabbing people's attention. As for the the dog's eyes are glowing, so people get shocked. They get lots of dopamine. They like, they subscribe, and that's pretty much about it. Next up, we're going to talk about posting content. First off, let's get this out of the way. Posting time doesn't matter. People watch YouTube all the time, so whenever you post is fine. You should post 1 to 4 times per day, but if you only manage to post every other day, so 2 days in between, then you're gonna miss out a little bit, but it's still fine. You should target English-speaking audience because they bring the highest RPM. RPM stands for revenue per mile, which is just how much money you make per 1,000 views. You should use the best keywords that describe your videos the most accurately and 1 to 3 hashtags in the title. In the description, you can put however many you want. But in the title, don't overdo it. You should upload from the same IP address and don't use VPN. Guys, I've made this mistake before. It doesn't matter where you upload from, it only matters where people watch you from. That determines your RPM and therefore how much money you make. And last but not least, use repurpose.io. This is one of the most crucial steps, I would say, since it allows you to upload videos not just to YouTube Shorts, but whatever you upload, it automatically gets uploaded to every other platform, such as Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, etc. This basically allows you to unlock 4 or 5 other revenue sources by doing the same work you were doing before. It does have a monthly subscription fee, but in my opinion, it's worth it because it brings me back in like 1 or 2 days or so, the amount of money that I spend on it. If you want to check it out, I do have an affiliate link down in the description and in the pinned comments. And as for the secret tip, I have a theory, but keep in mind that that's all it is. It's just a theory, it's not confirmed. With every new video that you didn't make it, start a new YouTube channel. I theorize that new channels have an advantage because they have not yet been hanged on the metadata tags that the YouTube algorithm gives you. Therefore, if your first video goes viral, YouTube is immediately going to assume that your content has to be so good that it must be pushed to other people. This was the exact same process for me. But even though people say consistency is enough, I've had other channels where I was consistently stuck in view jail for a very long time making the same kind of videos I make today. So you definitely need clean or optimal metadata, on top of which you need to produce highly engaging, high-quality videos, and you need to get lucky. And the combination of these 3 will result in a good channel that can consistently make you money. Guys, remember, the best way to support me is to rewatch this video once more. That would put my retention rate at 200% and signal to the algorithm that my video had great value. Good luck with your channels!